Hey y'all, glad to see you back. This is AM Woodturning, and this is my YouTube channel. My name is Alan Mills, and I'm a woodturner. There's a lot of folks have been asking a lot of questions lately about what lathe they should buy. And I just thought I'd show you mine and let you know my decision-making process. I don't have a shop. I work on my porch. So my woodworking, wood turning is weather dependent. Everything I have goes in and out of the house. And it's on wheels, as you can see. This is not an endorsement for Nova. I'm not going to try to hide their name or nothing, though. I mean, they're fairly common. It's a good little machine. I came to my decision because of my situation. I needed a small, relatively lightweight lathe. This is 90 pounds. Still not that light, but I can manage it if I need to take it somewhere in my truck or in the car or whatever. It's manageable. It's also good for people who do demonstrations and stuff. You'll find a range of lathes like this, small. It's not to say it can't do some nice work, though. I've had some pretty big pieces on here. It has a 12-inch swing, and by that they mean it is capable of a max of 12. Of course, 12 would be hitting the rail, so it's 6 inches from the center of the spindle here. Let me get this out of the way so you can see from the center of the spindle to the bedways. It is a max. It's 6 inches, so that gives you a 12-inch swing all the way around. Probably my max size of a bowl would be 10 and a half, 11 inches by the time I trim it enough to where it's going to clear the bedways as it spins. It's a nice little machine. It has variable speed, and it has 3 belt positions. Typically, I'm on the middle belt position. Hope you can see that. It's not that hard to switch them. You just loosen the motor and move the belt, tighten it back up. Over here is my control for my variable speed on-off switch, and I also have reverse and forward. That's pretty much basic. The motor. Most lathes are very similar. They've been around for a very, very, very long time. The first recorded incident of using a wood lathe goes clear back to the Egyptian times. Recorded. So it was probably going on even before then. Wood turners are also called bodgers, and we practice the art of turnery. Back in the Middle Ages and when people were settling at different places, bodgers were some of the most important people in our town. People came to them to get their chair legs and table legs. Also on the side they would make bowls and plates and things that, kitchen utensils, things they could use like that. So it was a very important profession. Still is. Most of it's done by machines nowadays and computers. This is your banjo, a tool rest, and the tailstock. And they're pretty basic little machines. I had a price range that I worked with, and for me it was somewhere around. I knew I was going to invest at least probably $400 to $700, somewhere in that neighborhood. Between $300 and $700, I would say. And I started looking at lathes in that price range, and I had about 8 or 10 on my list. Well, several fell off pretty quick. 8-inch swing, 1/3 horsepower, not true variable speed. Some of them have. You can change the speed, but it'd be like 5 belt positions, 5 or 8 belt positions. And, they're more of a pain than what one of these are. And they also have Reeves drives, and I'm not aware of any small lathes that have a direct drive. There's a few of your bigger ones do. Most lathes run off a belt of some sort, either to an AC motor that you need a variable frequency drive to change the speed, or to a DC motor like this, a little bit simpler change of speed, but you can't get the power out of this one. But it's got plenty of power to do what I need to do. As I said, I've had some pretty big pieces on here before. I also knew I needed mobility, so I was going by the weight, the price, and then probably I had narrowed it down to about 3. It was a Nova, I believe it was a Rikon, and what was the other one? The other one was a Delta. All very similar specs. I think the Rikon it was a 1 horsepower, where this one's a 3/4 horsepower. The Delta was also a 3/4. It might have been 1 horse. All very similar machines. The Rikon being a couple $100 more. Great reputation, great lathes, well made. The Delta fell off my list because I started doing Google searches, and you should do this too. When you have picked out a lathe, type in the model number and put review right behind it. So Nova Comet 2 reviews, and follow that up, look for customer complaints, and then do a search on customer service and parts availability. And when you start looking into those things, I found out, and this is not a knock against Delta, they were a great company back in the day, but they've had a lot of issues, and they've been purchased by someone else. A lot of their models became obsolete, and the new owners aren't going to go to the trouble to try to make those parts anymore. So the parts are getting scarce for the older ones. Customer service problems, complaints, and like I said, that fell off my list. I came down to the Nova. I kept seeing solid reviews on it, a few known issues. I've discovered a few myself, but this came true. When you buy a lathe, one of the things you look for, and if you go look at a used one, you're taking your chance. But one of the things you look for is to make sure it lines up. By that, I mean center to center. And you match the points up and see how far off they are. You may have to do a little bit of shimming or adjusting to get them to go right. Preferably, they're right out of the box. Mine was. And it's remained dead true ever since. I check it now and then just to make sure. Give it a good coat of wax now and then, Johnson's paste wax. I turn a lot of green wood, so it's subject to rusting if you're not careful. A couple of complaints about this. They're small, and I'll work around them. The tailstock, this is called the quill, where it extends. It actually doesn't come out. That's it. Like this are going to go out about 4 inches. Somewhere in the 3 to 4 inches. This is probably 2.5 inches is all to extend. So that kind of messes things up a little bit when you're drilling and whatnot. The other thing to look at is the length. I have 16.5 inches between centers. If you plan on turning pool cues, this isn't going to work for you. Or canes, even, unless you make them a 2-part and they screw together in the middle. There is available a bed extension that goes on here. I think it's maybe 16 inches, another 16-inch extension or 20-inch. But then and it's not that expensive. I think it's about $130 or so. And that would extend the length of projects I could work on, but I would lose my portability. And obviously, I'd need a new cart because it wouldn't work on this one. This cart works really well. I mean, it's just 2x4s on off together. I ain't got much in it. Got locking casters on it. My lathe is not bolted down. Occasionally, I do throw it in the truck or whatever and take it somewhere. So my solution for that was put a ratchet strap on it. And it holds it just fine. It's good and solid. You do that because when you get an out of weight piece on here, it can really start jumping around on you. Small things that doesn't even bother it to sit there with nothing holding it down. But I just put it on, I leave it on. It's out of the way so I can get to the motor, and can't quite slide my banjo all the way up, but that's not an issue because you can see my tool rest comes all well past it. I've got a couple other tool rests. This is a replacement tool rest I got. I've also got a robust rest. The factory rest on this is cast iron, and I know several people have broken theirs. I didn't break mine. I replaced it because you'd be chewing along, especially when I was new, and I get a catch, and I look down and I have a ding. And when you're trying to glide your tool across there and you hit that ding, it messes up your cut on a bowl or whatever. And you'll have a little ridge there, and you're like, dang it, there it goes again. So I basically got tired, and you can file it down and sand it, but you just get tired of messing with it after a while, so I replaced it. My only other issue I've had, this little screw right here, which is a hinge for this dust cover. Actually, I probably need to tighten it again. It's getting a little bit loose. Once in a while, you just got to go in. There's little flatheads in here, and you just tighten them up. Beyond that, the only other issue I've ever had, and I think it came this way out of the box, I just discovered it later. There's little plastic nuts here where these electric wires go in. And one of them had worked loose, and there was no danger to it or anything, but I had to remove the box, this controller for the speed control, and your power switch. I had to remove the box and open it up and reach in there and get that little plastic nut started on again, because it had dipped into the inside, and it wasn't hurt anything, but it bugged me. You know what I mean? As I said, I don't have a shop. I work outside. It is very convenient. I could do it inside, but man, what a mess to clean up, because this makes a true mess. You'll be covered up in shavings in no time. Inches of it on the floor around you. Now, I just take a leaf blower and blow everything off, and then I put it back away. Give it a coat of paste wax now and then, and to protect it, it's good to go. Sorry. I'm not going to do a turning project today. It's a little bit cool out here, and it rained last night, and everything's damp. I just don't feel like dealing with cold hands and cold tools. So, thank you for watching, and hope I helped you out a little bit. And if you have any questions, leave some comments. If you like my channel, please like and subscribe. Have a good day.